Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're dissecting a really tough result for Liverpool, a 3-0 defeat at home to Nottingham Forest. It's a scoreline nobody saw coming, and after the match, Captain Virgil van Dijk fronted up to the media to give his honest assessment of what went wrong. We're going to break down his key comments and try to understand where Liverpool goes from here. First up, the big question: why isn't it working for Liverpool right now? Van Dijk didn't hold back. He said, "We concede too many easy goals." He felt the team started reasonably well for the first half an hour, creating some decent chances. But then came the first goal from a set piece. He questioned whether the player was obstructing Alisson, but ultimately, the goal stood. And suddenly, they were 1-0 down. From that point, he was brutally honest. He said, overall, we were just not good in terms of the battles, the challenges, the second ball fight. Too rushed. He summed it up as a very, very difficult situation and a tough day all around. It's clear the fundamentals, the non-negotiables of winning football matches just weren't there. This led to a question about nervousness creeping into the team. Van Dijk's response was quite insightful. He doesn't think there's nervousness before a set piece, for example, but he admitted that asterisk after asterisk conceding, a sense of panic sets in. He said, "You sense that you want to rush things after we conceded, trying to find the equalizer as soon as possible." He described this as a natural human reaction when you're in a bad spell. But he was also firm, stating that talking about it won't fix it. He even said he'd rather be sorting it out on the pitch with his team than doing interviews, and acknowledged that turning this around will require a lot of hard work. This is a captain feeling the weight of the situation, but he's not shying away from it. He knows words are cheap and action is what's needed now. So, how do they find the solution? This is where Van Dijk really stepped up and showed his leadership. He started by saying, "It's definitely a problem. I take responsibility." But he didn't stop there. He made it clear this isn't just on him. He said, everyone in the team, not only the starters, but the guys around as well, have to take responsibility. Football is a team game. We all do it together, and we need everyone at their best. He believes that taking collective responsibility is the only way to win games again. His message was simple: digest this painful loss, take it on the chin, and work harder. He did admit, with a hint of frustration, that he's been saying this a lot this season and it hasn't worked out yet. But the only option is to keep going. Next, the conversation turned to the atmosphere in the dressing room immediately after the final whistle. Unsurprisingly, Van Dijk confirmed, everyone is disappointed. Like they should be. He didn't mince his words, calling a home loss to Nottingham Forest very bad. He pointed specifically to the second half goals, which he said were far too easy. Again, he called on everyone to look in the mirror and own their part in the defeat. But amid the disappointment, there was a message of resilience. He reminded everyone that he's been at the club a long time and has experienced both the incredible highs and the difficult lows. He was adamant, saying, "We will bounce back." But these things don't happen overnight. You have to work and do it together. He finished this point with a powerful statement of his own commitment. "I'm not a quitter. No one should be, so I will keep going until the end." That's the mentality of a captain, trying to drag his team out of a slump. Finally, the topic of the supporters came up, especially those who were seen leaving Anfield early. Van Dijk showed complete empathy. He said, "I can't decide obviously what the supporters are doing. If they leave early, obviously I can understand the frustration fully." He didn't criticize them at all. Instead, he praised their loyalty over the years, saying, "I know the fans have been through thick and thin with us, ... That's how Liverpool is. He expressed his confidence that the true fans will stick with the team regardless of the current form. He ended on a forward-looking note, promising that when the team does emerge from this difficult period, the fans will be right there with them, celebrating together once again. It was a class act, acknowledging the fans' pain while also reaffirming the special bond between the team and the supporters. So, what do we take from all this? It's a brutally honest and raw assessment from the Liverpool captain. There are no excuses, no hiding. Van Dijk is pointing to a lack of fight, easy goals conceded, and a collective responsibility that needs to be taken by every single player. But there's also a clear message of defiance and a promise to work relentlessly to turn things around. It's a stark look inside a dressing room that is hurting, but one that is not broken. The coming weeks will be a massive test of character for this Liverpool squad. What do you guys think? Do you agree with Van Dijk's assessment? What do you think is the biggest issue Liverpool needs to fix right now? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. It's always great to hear your perspectives. If you found this breakdown useful, please give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.